Hello, good morning, everybody. Happy New Year, happy 2021. I am Sister Shelby of the Weird Sisters, and I am coming to you today to talk a little bit about Hecate and about Janus. And they're both Greek gods. Zeus is probably another name for him. But Janus right now is what we know as January here in modern time. In our Gregorian calendars of the new year of 2021, Janus is the god that looks forward and back. So that's where we get the concept of Father Time and the baby that comes at New Year. So it's that forward and backward looking god. And you may have seen some depictions of Janus in the two-headed or God. One is the young man, and the other is the older God that has come through the end of the year. But I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I also am a patron. That is my patron. Goddess is Hecate. And so I want to give tribute to her as well to see me through this new year and through the dark time. It's still dark time as far as I'm concerned, but so I just wanted to chat a little bit about that. And I have an altar here in front of me that I have prepared for today. And I'll probably post this a couple days after New Year's Day, but I wanted to sit with this energy for a little while and talk a little bit about Hecate and what she means to me. And I have a hymn that I want to recite while I am putting together this beautiful cauldron. So I have a cauldron here, and I hope that you can see this. There's a beautiful cauldron of herbs, and here in my cauldron I have some hot charcoal that is ready to go, and I have some herbs that are very specific to Hecate, and some herbs that are specific to my environment, to my lovely environment. So as I read this hymn to Hecate and I discuss this a little bit, I just want you to take a moment and really see Hecate and Janus together as we read this hymn. And I want to burn some herbs because, that's my way, because I'm witchy that way. So again, I'm Sister Shelby with the Weird Sisters on the Weird Sisters channel. So be here with me as we burn some of these herbs. And I'm going to see if I can set you down and get this placed so I can do this working. And I hope that you can see my cauldron. Sorry about the gyrations. But here is my happy little cauldron full of beautiful hot coals, and I am going to begin my cleansing with some pine and cedar, a little bit of bay laurel. These are herbs that are sacred to Hecate. Just to clear my space a little bit and let go of 2020, things I no longer need. So this is my limpia, my cleansing me, and I'm paying attention to the color of the smoke as well. So the color of the smoke can also give you some indications. White smoke, black smoke, white smoke being more on a spiritual level, black smoke being on a physical level. Those are just my interpretations. You interpret your own. So a little bit of pine. And then I have here some pine resin that I gathered from the mountains in Bailey, Colorado at a camping trip. And this is the very last of it, and I really want it to be gone. I had a spell that I was working with this pine resin, and hopefully I can get the jar open. And I wanted to really just take the rest of this pine resin that I gathered with a particular person, and I want to let that all go now. So in my hand, I'm pouring the rest of this pine resin out. And in my hand, you can see this lovely, beautiful, all these different colors of the pine resin. Gorgeous pine resin. I hope that it focuses okay. All those blacks and golds. There's even probably a little bit of dog hair in there. Because that's what happens when you own a dog. Put this in my cauldron as well. Smoke clearing. And pine resin to me is very sacred. The pine trees that live in Colorado, this is their indigenous home. And they're strong, and they are homes to many different creatures, whether they are chipmunks or squirrels. And we use the pine for various purposes in our lives. Pine is also very healing and healthy. The bees utilize pine resin for propolis to sanitize and keep their hives clean and hygienic and healthy. So pine resin for me is about health and healing and strength. So I put that in my pot, in my cauldron, to kind of cleanse out the old garbage that has come through 2020. And, we're in a pandemic, so I want to also really bring some of that healing into my life as well. And to the people that I know that are sick, or frontline workers that are working, to keep them well and to keep me whole and healthy and my family whole and healthy. So, pine. Blessed be the sacred pine. So, I also have here a little bit of camphor. Now, camphor can be quite dangerous, so I would use caution when dealing with camphor, and I don't want to inhale the camphor smoke. So I'm going to save that for last, but camphor pretty much will kill any bacteria, virus in your air. So it's important to be able to know that you can get access to camphor and to utilize it sparingly. I may crush it up and put it in a salve for pain, or I may crush it up and put it in some oils for breathing. Like breathing oil, or in sometimes to open up my pores to receive. And so I want to kill all the things the viruses that may be in my environment. You want to utilize some camphor. So this comes in little squares, and again, use sparingly and careful not to breathe in, really intake that smoke if you possibly can. I also have some manila copal. There's some copal, some beautiful copal. And I want to burn some copal because I am a woman. And as a woman, being in the later stages of my life, I love copal because it is a very healing for the womb chakra. And so I could use a little of that. You know what I'm saying? So bringing some strength and healing into my womb chakra, and helping me to fortify my womb and my place of creativity and strength. Carry a lot in your womb chakra, in your sacrum, your sacral chakra, and so I want to burn some of that, this beautiful white copal, into my pot. I also took a trip to the metaphysical store, which is Herbs and Art here in Denver, and there are many. There's Goddess Isis, there is Metamorphosis, there is many different herbs and art stores or metaphysical stores. And I picked up some house cleaning incense here and some house cleaning, cleansing, and some road opener incense. And I picked these two in particular because it is the beginning of the year. I want to cleanse my space and my energies, my house cleaning energies, and I'll probably burn a little bit of this mostly through the day, just to kind of usher out the old and, invite the new into my life. And then this road opener incense, because right now I could use a little bit of insight to show me the path and the way. So road opener incense, having the ability to be able to open the roads that are in front of me in my path. So those I've also brought along as suggestions to burn. But again, here is this beautiful cauldron pot of smoky pot of loveliness. And I love it when, do you hear the crows? Blessed be, look at all of them just flying over. So beautiful. Sorry about the sunlight in your eyes there for a second, but there was just like 30 crows that went by, and a lot of times that's the indication to me that I'm doing the right thing. That they hear me too. They hear my messages, and they're sending them into the underworld, off to Hecate, to hear my prayers and to take up that smoke and to hear me and hear my prayers and my thanks to her. Hecate is also signified by keys. I keep her keys. Key for me does many, many things. So whenever I find a key or I see a key or a key comes into my life, a lot of times that is Hecate talking to me. But this key in particular has been with me for quite a few years, and it opens many things. So Hecate, being the liminal goddess that she is, she works in the in-between spaces, in the places of time, in the in-between. I just want to honor her today and ask her for her guidance as we kind of go along into the 2021 year. And just want to really honor her and honor Janus as we move forward. So may she take this sacred smoke and hear my pleas and my prayers. But I want to read this for you today as a hymn. This is the Proculus hymn to Hecate and to Janus. And today is an auspicious day for that. So I'm going to go ahead and read that. Hail, hail Hecate. Hail, many-named mother of the goddess and the gods, whose children are fair. Hail, mighty Hecate of the threshold. And hail to you also, forefather Janus, imperishable Zeus. Hail to you, Zeus most high. Shape the course of my life with luminous light and make it laden with good things. Drive sickness and evil from my limbs. And when my soul rages about worldly things, deliver me, purified by your soul-stirring rituals. Yes, give me your hand, I pray, and reveal to me the pathways of divine guidance that I long for. Then shall I gaze upon that precious light, whence I can flee the evil of our dark origin. Yes, give me your hand, I pray. And when I am weary, bring me to the haven of piety within your winds. Hail, many-named Mother of the Gods, whose children are fair. Hail, mighty Hecate of the thresholds. And hail to you also, forefather Janus, imperishable Zeus. Hail to you, Zeus most high. Mother Goddess, Father God, hear my prayer today. Be with me as I am with you today and every day. So mote it be. So I just wanted to share this little piece with you today on this New Year's time, in this auspicious time. There are many rituals that are being done today, right? It's the new year. It's 2021. We're all very, very thankful that we lived through 2020 and that some of us have made it through and most of us were healthy. But I ask for that health to continue and my connections with my community to remain. So that's one of the reasons why we put this channel together, was to maintain connections with you and our community together. We are givers of the community. We're in servants of the community. We give our time and energy to our community, and we do that because they give it to us as well. And we are grateful for that connection, and we want that connection to remain strong. And we do that right now through videos and through Zoom calls and through rituals, and we connect as much as we can, safely and socially distanced, right? Just to keep us all healthy so that nobody is missing when we all return. So thank you for spending this few minutes with me and taking a little bit out of your day to hear the hymnal, and to if Hecate is a goddess that calls to you, to really investigate what she has to bring forward. And I know that there are many out there who have worked with Hecate over the years. She is my patron saint. She's not a saint. I should not say that. I don't know why that came out of my mouth, but she is my patron goddess. That's funny. But in any case, thank you for spending some time with me today, and understanding that Hecate is truly a deliverer in the dark. She lights that lantern to show us the way, show us the path, as she did Persephone in the Underworld. She lit Persephone's way, and she was very, very generous and loving to Persephone while she was down in the Underworld, and she shared herbs and knowledge and beauty with Persephone to help her as she was descended into the underworld through the dark time. So again, I don't really foresee the time of the light until Persephone rises back into spring, and that Demeter allows things to grow. And those are all Greek mythological goddesses, and they're important to me, so I honor them. So we're halfway there. We're almost to spring. We've got a ways to go. This is the 1st of January, and I just wanted to take some time to share. So again, I am Sister Shelby with the Weird Sisters 13. Please like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. And know that we'd like to deliver more content. Just, if you have an idea or if you want to see something, let us know. But here is the sacred pot of all things. Hopefully you can see with that beautiful smoke that's rising. I stir this pot for you one more time. Take that, cleanse yourself, cleanse your device. Astrally, physically, the 2D world, and the 3D world. And light some sage, light some incense, light some things that are important to you and may be important to the goddess today, and all week. We're coming through some difficult times, and it's a good time to clear it out and have a better perspective. So hail Hecate, hail Janus, hail Zeus. Blessed be, and take care of yourselves and each other.